somebody like this Omotosho got this job by connection. He did not merit it. From the way he read the judgment, you could see that this person is not learned. This person is half-baked. He cannot claim to be. It's not
claim to be full-baked judge.
No. It's not a full-baked judge. When the gods want to destroy someone, they first of all make him what? Mad.
What do you think about our brother Nnamdi that was just convicted on terrorism charges?
I think the judgment was unfair, sincerely. That exposes also the corruption or the rascality that exists in the Nigerian judiciary. So for me, it was the joke of the year. It was a total expression of a constitutional constitutional breakdown in Nigeria. That is how I see it. It's ridiculous, it's shameful, and it cannot be accepted, in my own opinion.
Yeah, it cannot be accepted. But from what we are hearing, he has already been transferred to where? Sokoto, right?
Yeah.
He has already been transferred to Sokoto prison.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Till how many days again before he appeal? Till I think 2 to 3 months.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know the exact date.
Yeah, so that's...
I have right to appeal, but I don't know the exact time.
So that's around January or February.
Okay.
He's going to be there. They will appeal, start delaying again till Tinubu lost election or win again. And they will continue to do like this till how many years again to come?
You see, for me, there is something that worries me the most. Not even winning of the election or freeing him or jailing him.
Yeah, you know why I said that? Because this is complete witch hunting, right?
Yeah, outside the witch hunting, there's something greater that I see. There's something that is worrisome that I see from the ruling. And I will say it. What I see is that Nigeria does not have where they stand. I don't know how to put it in English. Some people say Nigeria is a jungle. But even in the jungle or zoo, there is a kind of rule. But from what happened, you could see that unfortunately, Nigeria does not have where they stand, constitutionally and otherwise. So the fear is now is that what law is ruling us? Which constitution are we under? If constitution can be violated at any time. So which rule do we actually have? Which constitution do we actually have as a Nigerian to believe in it? Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, because this is, so for me, that is my fear. That is the fear that I have, that anything can happen to anybody, anytime, any day, whether without court or with court. Because this was so plain.
So before this case, you had faith in Nigerian judiciary system before this case?
At least to some level. There are some rulings they use technicality to cover. That you understand, because in the law, I'm not a lawyer, but I know there is what we call the spirit of the law and the letter of the law. So in some of the cases, they use technicality to beat or to win the game on technicality. The law is there, but the technical side always, favor them. They use to win the game. But this time around, there is nothing like a technicality. This was plain. Okay, Nnamdi was saying, show me the law on which you are judging me. And the lawyer could not say it. For me, this is something that is worrisome. That is why I think the youth by now should be rising. The youth should be asking our elders question. So on which rule, under which rule are we? So that we know how to move, going forward. For me. Do you understand? And nobody is saying that is my own worry. If somebody should ask, on which constitution, which law are you judging me? Are you sentencing me? Let me know, yes.
Yeah.
And they could as simple as that. They could not read it before him in the law court. But before, this used to happen. If they are judging you or you have a case, they want to sentence you. After going through the evidence, analyze it, they say, okay, based on the evidence that we have, and according to this law, this number so and so, then we are judging you. they pass judgment.
But Nigeria do not care about that. They do not care about how they will look in front of anybody, even as they are under the scrutiny of the whole world. Pass this kind of judgment.
You see, that is worrisome because this can be applied to anybody.
Mm.
This one is not about tribe. You understand? It's not about Nnamdi Kanu being an Igbo man. No. This is about a whole nation and about a constitution. And the more, if it can happen to Nnamdi Kanu that have a wider view, a worldwide view. So who is an individual that it cannot happen to? So tomorrow you can have a case now. They take you to court. The court will just pass judgment without reading the law that you are offended. Do you understand? That for me, that is my worry. And I cannot understand it to date. Do you understand?
You will be sentenced to death on what you have not.
Yes, on what the law that is not existing. They will not read it to you. So which means anybody can take you to court. They will just pass judgment. They will not tell you the offense, where it is written that you have offended the law. So that is the danger of it for me. You understand? It's not about them, sentencing Kanu, but every Nigerian should be wary of this. And you see, this is a progression. Why I say it's a progression? If you watch the judgment, if you watch, okay, let's make a reference to that of Rivers, Port Harcourt. During the case against a Fubara team and those that decamped. You know, when those that was in PDP, when they decamped to APC, so that they could, take Fubara out of the way. And later they found out that the case was against them for defect. They went to court, and the court said that they did not defect to APC. And these people were on video. It was celebrated. It was recorded.
The court said that they did not
that they have decome from PDP to APC in reverse. But when they found out that the case was going against them, they said that they did not defect. Yeah, they did not decamp. And the court did not accept the video evidence. Do you understand? And there was a video evidence of these people, of the proceedings, of when they were defeated, when they were welcomed by the APC party. And the court did not recognize that. Even during the 2023 election petition, they did not accept video evidence. But on Nnamdi Kanu sentencing, the judge was reading a pronouncement or a broadcast that he did from abroad, which is virtual. So how can that be accepted now? If it was not accepted in a reverse, if it's not accepted during the 2023 election,
it depends on
how is it accepted now? No. And even if it's accepted, so why would the judge not quote the law or which is judging him?
No, they all have their separate playbooks. So if they are passing their judgment according to what the law says, that means the law will be constant, right? But that is not what they are doing. They all have their own playbook, which they are doing whatever they are doing from. So if whatever happened in Rivers State, they will have what Wike or whoever will present to them. This is how we are going to do this one. Just like during the election tribunal, they will have their Tinubu camp, and whoever that is writing out this script to them will say, this is how we are going to do it. So it's not about the law. The law is only one. Whatever you are going to do, you are going to get it from only one book and one constitution. So it's always going to be constant. Nothing like changing here or changing there. But they are not playing by the law. That is why I ask you, before Nnamdi Kanu, did you even have hope on this, whatever that is going to happen now? From everything that is happening before, I've seen, following this case, I have come to a conclusion, or I've already even made up my mind that Nnamdi Kanu is not going to get justice or got acquitted. Before they went and kidnapped him from Kenya, they already know how the thing is going to play out. They knew that if they bring Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya without the proper channel, they cannot try him, because that is what the law said. They know, somebody advised them. They say, okay, this is Nigeria. We can just bring him. He jumped bail, And we will keep saying that he jumped bail, and everybody will forget that his home was invaded by the military, that he escaped so that he will not be killed. Everybody will forget that, and we will not play that he was extraordinary rendition. Because if you are going to judge that Nnamdi was extraordinary rendition, that means you don't have the jurisdiction to judge the case, right? But they already knew. This is not the government doing it without the Attorney General. No. They were all in sync with everything that played on.
Yeah,
they already knew.
Yeah, yes, they know. That is why I always say that if you are corrupt, if you are evil, you are smart by half. This is what I've made. What is making like somebody like President Trump saying that Nigeria is a disgraced country, and it's a shame. You understand? It's a very big shame to everybody, not only to Tinubu, to even our elders, to the clergymen, to everybody who have voice to speak and is not speaking. It's a very big shame. Yes, these are the how can these decisions they are taking, that is what is bringing Nigeria down, and they keep doing it, and nobody is saying nothing. Nigeria don't have a rallying point. I don't see it. I don't see, there is no law, there is no virtue, there is no principle we believe in. This is what I'm seeing now in Nigeria. Anything can go. It means we are heading to nowhere. We are heading towards disaster. God forbid, but that is the pointer. People that does not have there's no principle they cherish. There is there is no vision. There is nothing that will happen and everybody will say, no, this is wrong. This cannot be.
No, they have already divided you. They have already divided you.
That is disaster.
They have won. They have already divided you. If you go to Twitter right now and you see that every scenario, everybody that is speaking up is being tagged IPOB or Igbo man.
No.
No. And I like
just
that.
To be fair,
like that. No,
I saw some people speaking from other tribe.
I like that.
Seriously.
Do you know why I like that? Because it means that everybody saying that law is not working in Nigeria is Igbo. It's good because you are saying or you are telling the world that it's only Igbos can say the truth in this country. That the people that are saying that Christians are being killed in Nigeria is only Igbo can see that. And if you can recall, it's only Igbos that came out and said that Tinubu Buhari cannot lead Nigeria. Look at where Buhari led Nigeria to. The same thing to this Tinubu. People will just take their hatred without seeing that Igbos are like majority of them, a large number of them, 90 or 99% of them will tell you the truth at all time. You understand?
Yeah.
They say that there is Christian genocide in Nigeria. Everybody said it's Igbo thing. It is Igbo thing because as it is, it's only Igbos that will look you in the face and tell you how it is. You have everybody in power. When last did you have Igbo man as a president in Nigeria? The time you ever did, it was a ceremonial president. You've never had Igbo man at the highest level in this country, level office in this country. So right from the independence to now, Igbo man do not have a hand in making Nigeria how it is. At least we can boldly come out and say we did not destroy Nigeria. They all did collectively, and they keep doing it. And when we come out to speak, you will say Igbos want to destroy Nigeria. Are you daft or you cannot see what is glaring in front of you? This after your 8 years of Buhari, taking Nigeria from how many years, like 60 years backwards to where it is now, and Tinubu continue.
Yeah.
Everything, insecurity, inflation, no food, poverty, up to 100 million Nigerians are in poverty. And your problem is Igbo. Your problem is Igbo. So, and because of my passport, there is no way you ask me where are you from. I will say I am Igbo or I will say I am Biafra just because of that passport. As it is right now, I have things to make me proud and say, no, I did not contribute to how Nigeria is right now. Because that is how it is.
Yeah, but in the entire world, they see
I'm
you.
saying I am
see
Nigerian
They
now.
see you as a Nigerian
Yes,
first.
because of
Not
my
as an
passport, they will
Yeah.
say, oh, you are from that useless place. But I don't have any hand in making it how it is.
Yeah.
It is Yoruba and Hausa and Fulani made Nigeria how it is right now. They have made it ungovernable. The law is not working. Nothing is working there. A country with almost the highest resources in all ramification in Africa cannot boast of 40 kilometers of good road. They cannot boast of lights. They cannot boast of good health care. They cannot boast of
social amenities.
anything. They cannot boast of it. So we need to be saying, oh, Nigeria is useless. Oh, Igbo man did not make it like that. We don't have any hand in it.
Okay. Yeah. Largely, you will say that that is within. Largely within, you can say that because they are never in the helm of affairs in making a decision in Nigeria. But outside Nigeria, they see all of us as
very unfortunate.
Nigerians. Yeah, we all contribute to the mess that is going on. But within Nigeria, I think it's our elders that have contributed, majorly. Our royal fathers, our elderly men. I don't know. It always brings me to question. So where do they stand? They can see that Nigeria is not working. They've lived for a long time. They could see that where we are heading to is disastrous, and yet nobody is willing to do something. For me, Nigeria is a mess. It's a shame. This Nnamdi Kanu's case, it exposes so many things. Like you rightly mentioned, he was rendition extraordinarily, which is illegal. And in law, we are not lawyers. You can't make legality out of illegality. That alone should not make him not to face any trial. And which a judgment was passed earlier, I think in the Court of Appeal, that they should set him free. That there's no grant to
Supreme Court.
Yes, that there's no grant to judge him. Even some of the subsection in the UN, the same thing have been communicated that this man should be set free. Okay, this is where my fear is coming. Now, nobody is referring to that first judgment that the court did, that this man should be set free. Rather, you see people talking, differently. I cannot understand. So that ruling that was done first, that this man should be set free, because he was
all of a sudden.
Yeah, he was illegally brought to Nigeria. So therefore, there's no legal proceedings that can go under law, and which is a right, good and right ruling, and nobody obeyed it. Now you are saying this one that ruled illegal, that this is the correct one.
Yeah.
Man, Nigeria is a shame.
And what about his case that was acquitted?
Yes.
That was by the Supreme Court, right? I think 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think that was 2022 or thereabout. Nobody is saying that
they
one.
all forget it.
Yes. So that is my fear. So Nigeria, where are we heading to? What do we stand for? Do you understand? What is our rallying point? What is that will happen? And the whole Nigeria will say, no, this one we cannot take it again.
See, now, when you remember all these kind of things, right? Then you will start looking at all those people you are calling clergymen on Twitter. When they interview them, you will be hearing the kind of Queen's English they will be speaking, defending this kind of undefendable judgment, this kind of atrocity, this kind of I cannot say the Banana Republic. I don't know.
Nigeria, I think we are in that stage. No. Banana Republic means where the law does not is not upheld. I think that is exactly
If
where we are now.
if people who said that you will hear I graduated of law, and they will be calling wherever they graduated from. I don't know. They will be calling wherever they graduated from, and they will forget that a court in Nigeria have ruled that Nnamdi Kanu cannot be tried in Nigeria because of how he was brought back
Yes.
to Nigeria. And you forgot that a court have acquitted him of his charges.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, you are celebrating, everybody's ramping about that Nnamdi Kanu has been sentenced to life imprisonment. It was good.
Man.
The judge was reading everything. I think he read it more than 2 hours. I don't know.
That man, sorry to say, that man is an illiterate.
Wait.
Sincerely, I don't think he got there by merit.
Wait, I understand.
I think we should call him Injustice or Motosho. Sincerely speaking,
Injustice or Motosho.
Yeah, Injustice, not Justice or Motosho.
Injustice or Motosho.
Yes, Injustice, that should be his name. He does not merit that post.
Wait. I want to understand.
He does not merit it.
Wait. Nnamdi Kanu was not caught killing somebody.
No.
Nobody testified that he killed somebody.
No.
Or that he sent them to go and kill. So you sentenced somebody because of what he said.
No.
To life imprisonment.
Yes.
And the prosecutor was asking for death sentence.
Yes. On what ground?
Jesus Christ.
We are not even backing him. Let's assume he committed the crime. Let's assume. Okay? But quote the law on which you are passing judgment. It's as simple as that. Do you understand? For me, that is my worry. Okay, let's assume Nnamdi Kanu committed that. Let's assume what they said, everything they said is true. Okay, but what is the law? On which law are you judging him? Why you cannot quote it?
Or are they going to rehabilitate him?
I don't know. Let's
and send him into the army.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do to terrorists.
This is shame. This is shame of a century. And okay, you see, that have brought also the case before the Congress in America. One of the Congress guy was saying that Nigeria judiciary is a mess.
And these guys don't even care. These guys don't even care.
No, they don't care because they are evil. They don't care because they are corrupt. That is they thrive in that situation. You understand? Yeah, if something should go normal, all of them will be relevant. In a second.
People who think this way cannot compete.
Never.
They cannot compete in a standard situation. They are thriving because of Nigeria is like this.
Yes.
And you cannot see
in a lawlessness.
You in a country that is that runs on principle and law. That judge cannot be a judge.
Never.
It's not possible.
Never.
And that prosecutor cannot get a job.
Never.
It is simple that this is how it is, but because of how Nigeria, these people, what they do is they'll find somebody that they can use, then they will promote that person. Appoint the Tinubu.
Yeah, that's what they
judges.
Do. You remember?
Tinubu have appointed judges, people that he will be using to execute his illegal jobs, whatever that he wants to do.
You see, this man, our current president Tinubu, is a bad guy. Sincerely, these are people that have. I'm telling you, most of them don't know the depth of his of his
dealings.
Yes, since he did not contest, why he was not contesting, he was working behind to change the rules, the laws. You remember, if Nigeria laws was not changed, this man cannot become a president. Part of the reasons, part of the law that they work from behind to change was that some cases is for party to decide, not for the constitution. You remember when they raised case about his eligibility to contest as a president in Nigeria, and the court said that is
party.
Yeah, that is a party issue. Since the party could not deal with that, that the government does not have anything to say, the whole country. You could imagine that what will make somebody a president.
Mastermind.
Criminally mastermind. He did that from behind to change the rule. That if party did not detect that this person is not eligible to contest, it's a party issue, not a federal government issue. How can that be? Is he going to govern only his party? Somebody that is coming to govern a whole nation, and you are saying that is a party matter. They're supposed to have decided it. It's not something you can consider. So they have started working day and night for years to change the rules so that he can be a president. All these judges, they have started promoting them. The people who will work for them, not today.
Yeah.
The same way now that this guy that is
FCT minister.
One of these guys that is always bringing the judicial deficiencies, to light. The way he say now that the current judges they are appointing their children and political mistresses. They are now being appointed as judges. The same way they started. Somebody like this Omotosho got this job by connection. He did not merit it. From the way he read the judgment, you could see that this person is not learned. This person is half-baked. He cannot claim to be this person is not
claim to be full-baked judge.
No. It's not a full-baked job. It's not a full-baked judge. He's not an intelligent guy. He's even reading with emotion. You could see that from his tone.
But it was a missionary case. The case was a missionary case.
Oh my God!
Nnamdi Kanu case was the biggest case in Nigeria. I think it's still the biggest case in Nigeria right now. And this guy has handled it this way. I don't know what exactly they wanted to do, or they wanted to provoke riots in the eastern part or protest. I don't know exactly what their plan was.
No.
But one thing is guaranteed. Any hatred that they wanted to spark, they have succeeded in that.
No, you see, Nigeria is destroying themselves.
Do you know how many years that Igbo people talked about what happened during the Civil War and the Ojukwu, how they maltreated our leader Ojukwu, right? And the kind of love that we had for Ojukwu, or we have for Ojukwu, another person that we had that kind of love for is Nnamdi Kanu. Look at how they treated Nnamdi Kanu's case. And they said Igbos are working against the unity of Nigeria.
No, you see, my brother, for me, this is not about Igbo or Nnamdi Kanu. No. It's only the people who cannot think deep that will see that.
They are using, I will say right now,
no,
they are using, because these people that support this thing because Nnamdi Kanu is Igbo, they are forgetting that this is one country.
Yes, it's going to affect everybody. And I will tell you where we are going. And we are very close to them. It's already happening. Now, what is doing, they may think, because it's an Igbo man, everybody is jubilating.
That is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it will boomerang. Because once what goes around comes around.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is trying to balkanize the nation. You remember this recently, what happened in PDP? A judge gave a ruling in Abuja. This Makinde fashion secure another ruling in what is it called? In Ibadan. That is a conflict. Okay? They are now balkanizing the judiciary. So you are now, you thought you are doing an Igbo man. You don't know that what you are doing will go beyond, because it's a point of reference. A time will come, it will happen to two elephants. Like what happened to Nwike and Makinde. Yeah, Nwike went to Abuja and secured his, court order. The same way, Makinde did secure his court order in Ibadan. Yes, and there was a clash. That is where we are going. Very soon we will begin to have such clashes, because they are just balkanizing the nation. They are just balkanizing every department. That is where it's going. It's not about Nnamdi. They are just exposing themselves, and they are destroying Nigeria. At the end, it's not about Igbo man. To them, yes, an Igbo man. Let's do it. Very soon, they will fall out among themselves. To continue, that is what
Makinde happened.
Yes,
I'm sure they've moved on.
No, you see, it's increasing. They are amplifying it. Do you understand? Very soon, it will go to a point, a judge will give an order, nobody will obey. And there will be a fight. It will become an armed conflict. Survival of the fittest. It will be between the two parties.
The judge cannot command anybody to fight.
Yes.
No, he cannot.
Yes, he cannot command.
The only
time will come, sir, if they don't take time, you see, a fight will erupt in the court between judges. The way they are going, just mark it.
Has it not happened before?
Well, I don't have.
No, if it hasn't happened, I will be very surprised.
I don't know if it has happened, but the way it's going now, that you are not following the rules. You are judging. You just feel like reading judgment because you have the power. Some people are backing you. A time will come, there will be division among the ranks, among the, like what happened between Wike and Makinde that used to be ally. Yeah, it will continue to happen. A time will come, that division, that balkanization will happen in the judiciary. And then one judge will rule, the next judge will say, no, this is not what we agreed, and this is not the law. Before you know, the fight will erupt in the court of law, and nobody will obey them again. They will finish themselves. There's an adage by this our writer Echeno Achebe, that when the gods want to destroy someone, they first of all make him what? Mad. So they are heading towards their destruction. And the gods are making them mad. So they don't care what decision they take. They don't care what judgment they pass. They feel they don't know they are heading towards their destruction. It is very close.